Have you ever felt an invisible force within you, silently sabotaging your every step forward? It's as if your greatest opponent isn't out there in the world, it's within you. This hidden force, what Carl Jung calls the shadow, is a powerful part of your unconscious mind, influencing your every thought and action. But here's the twist. It's not just about buried desires or instincts. It's the culmination of everything society has conditioned you to suppress, shaping who you are in ways you've never imagined. In this video, we're going to explore the shadow, what it is, how it affects us, and how you can integrate it into your life to experience true transformation. Stick around to the end because the steps I'll share could completely change how you relate to yourself and the world. Before we dive in, imagine how your life could change by simply uncovering the parts of yourself you've kept hidden. Don't miss this opportunity to transform. Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and tap the notification bell to stay connected with content that sparks change. And here's your moment to reflect. What's one hidden part of yourself you're ready to explore? Share it in the comments below. Your story might just inspire someone else to begin their journey. The shadow is everything you've been taught to hide. Traits like anger, jealousy, or fear, qualities deemed undesirable by society, are pushed into the unconscious. But the shadow doesn't stay buried. Imagine a tightly packed suitcase that's overstuffed with emotions and traits you've tried to ignore. Over time, the seams begin to strain and the contents spill out in unexpected ways, through your behaviors, your health, and your relationships. Jung said, the less the shadow is embodied in the individual's conscious life, the blacker and denser it is. In other words, the more you deny your shadow, the more it controls you. Let's take a deeper look. The shadow forms early in life. Picture a young child who is told that anger is bad. To fit in and gain approval, they shove that anger into their metaphorical suitcase. As they grow, the weight of it makes it harder to navigate life. They may find it challenging to express themselves or set boundaries. But here's the thing. The shadow isn't inherently negative. It's like a locked treasure chest. While it contains challenges, it also holds strengths and untapped potential. Until it's opened and explored, it creates unconscious barriers that limit growth. Ignoring your shadow is like ignoring cracks in a dam. Over time, pressure builds until something breaks. The shadow creates unconscious patterns that sabotage your goals, strain your relationships, and even affect your physical health. For example, suppressed guilt or shame can lead to chronic stress, inflammation, and other health issues. Jung believed that true wholeness comes from integrating all parts of yourself, a process he called individuation. It's not about fixing what's wrong with you, it's about discovering and embracing your authentic self. Now, think about this on a larger scale. Shadows don't just affect individuals, they show up in entire groups and societies. These collective shadows can fuel prejudice, create division, and cause misunderstandings. Recognizing these patterns both within ourselves and in the world around us is a critical step toward creating a healthier, more unified society. Understanding the shadow is one thing, but what do you do with this awareness? The next step is to turn this knowledge into action. Shadow work is like looking into a mirror that reflects parts of you that are often hidden. It's not always easy, but with small, consistent steps, you can start to see profound changes in your life. Actionable steps for shadow work. 1. Observe without judgment. Start by noticing the emotions that consistently surface in your daily life. These might be moments when you feel angry, jealous, or defensive. Instead of reacting to these triggers, pause and ask yourself, what is this emotion trying to tell me? Step 1. Create a journal dedicated to these reflections. Write down situations that evoke strong emotions and describe how you felt and why. Step 2. Look for patterns in your entries. Are certain people or scenarios triggering similar emotions? Step 3. Approach these discoveries with curiosity, not criticism. This process is about understanding, not blaming yourself. 2. Dream analysis. Your unconscious mind often speaks through dreams, offering insights into your shadow self. Paying attention to these nightly messages can be incredibly revealing. Step 1. Keep a notebook by your bed and jot down your dreams immediately upon waking. Focus on capturing details and emotions. Step 2. Look for recurring symbols or themes. For example, recurring dreams of being chased might indicate something you're avoiding in your waking life. Step 3. Reflect on how these dream patterns connect to your daily experiences or unresolved feelings. 3. Practice self-compassion. Self-compassion is the foundation of effective shadow work. It allows you to face difficult emotions and traits without judgment, creating space for healing and growth. Step 1. Pause when you catch yourself in self-criticism and reframe your thoughts. Instead of saying, "I always mess things up," try, "I'm learning and improving every day." Step 2. Use affirmations to remind yourself of your worth, like, "I am enough as I am." Step 3. Treat yourself with kindness as you would a dear friend. Take a break, breathe deeply, or do something comforting when overwhelmed. 4. Explore emotional triggers. Emotional triggers are like signposts to your shadow. These intense reactions, such as anger or jealousy, often reveal hidden fears or desires. Step 1. Notice when your emotions feel disproportionate to the situation. Pause and observe. Step 2. Reflect on the root cause. Could this reaction be tied to an unmet need or a past experience? Step 3. Journal your thoughts and track patterns over time. Step 4. Reframe the experience. For example, envy might highlight neglected ambitions, offering a chance to reconnect with your goals. Here's a question for you. What part of your shadow do you feel holds you back the most? Is it anger, fear, or envy? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your story could inspire others. With these reflections in mind, let's dive deeper into what integration truly means. Integration isn't about fixing your shadow. It's about embracing and understanding it. Think of your shadow as a neglected room in your house. It might be dusty and disorganized, but it's still a part of your home. Cleaning it out doesn't mean discarding everything. It means sorting through what's valuable and letting go of what no longer serves you. For example, if your shadow hides suppressed ambition, shining a light on it could reconnect you with your drive to succeed. Similarly, acknowledging feelings like anger or envy doesn't mean letting them take over. Instead, it's about understanding their roots and channeling them into something constructive, turning frustration into boundaries or jealousy into inspiration. The goal is balance. Too much suppression leaves you disconnected from your authentic self, operating on autopilot and missing opportunities for growth. On the other hand, overindulgence, letting the shadow take control, can lead to chaos and self-destruction. Integration means finding that middle ground where every part of you works in harmony, allowing you to live a fuller, more aligned life. This process is not linear or instantaneous. It's a journey of self-awareness and patience. Each time you face a piece of your shadow, you gain more clarity, strength, and wholeness. And as you integrate these parts, you're not just transforming yourself, you're also creating a ripple effect that can transform your relationships and the world around you. But how do these integrated parts of the shadow influence the way you present yourself to the world and connect with your inner self? Jung's concepts of the persona and the Anima Animus provide deeper insight into this question. Jung's model of the psyche also includes the persona, the version of yourself you present to the world, and the anima or animus, which symbolize your inner feminine or masculine energies. Think of the persona as your social mask, crafted to meet external expectations, while the anima or animus reflects the parts of yourself you may not often recognize, like emotional sensitivity, creativity, or assertiveness, but that are essential for feeling whole and balanced. These archetypes are not just abstract ideas, they play a vital role in your personal growth and relationships. When you deny parts of yourself, such as emotions, desires, or even strengths, these archetypes can become distorted. For example, a distorted persona may lead you to live inauthentically, constantly seeking approval. Similarly, suppressing your anima or animus might result in a lack of emotional depth or creativity, affecting your connections with others. When these archetypes are in harmony, they act as bridges between your conscious and unconscious mind, helping you navigate life with authenticity and balance. However, ignoring them can create inner conflict and unfulfilling relationships. Recognizing and embracing these aspects allows you to break free from societal pressures and live in alignment with your true self. Beyond the individual, shadow work reaches into the very fabric of society. Carl Jung observed that collective shadows, those hidden fears, prejudices, and unacknowledged aspects of humanity, manifest on a larger scale, fueling division, perpetuating systemic injustice, and igniting conflict. Think of events like social unrest, discrimination, or environmental neglect, all symptoms of a collective unwillingness to face uncomfortable truths. The key to addressing these collective shadows starts with individual awareness. Every time we acknowledge our personal contributions to larger societal issues, we take a step toward healing the whole. For instance, recognizing our own biases can inspire meaningful conversations and actions that ripple outward, challenging systemic patterns. Shadow work at this level isn't just about self-improvement. It's about collective transformation, a journey where individual growth creates the foundation for a more conscious, united society. When you integrate your shadow, you open doors to transformation. Liberate yourself from self-defeating habits. Build emotional resilience and empathy. Strengthen relationships by recognizing and reducing projection. Unlock hidden strengths and creative potential, allowing you to thrive. Shadow work is a journey, not a destination. By acknowledging and integrating your shadow, you'll find a deeper sense of wholeness and freedom. Jung said, "There is no light without shadow, and no psychic wholeness without imperfection." Remember, the goal is not perfection, but authenticity. If this video resonated with you, don't stop here. Like, share, and subscribe to join a community of seekers exploring the depths of human nature. Comment below. What shadow trait are you ready to embrace? Together, we can create a safe space for growth and transformation. Thank you for watching. Remember, the journey to healing begins within.